guys, and welcome to another episode here on Diesel Railcar Simulator. Now, before we get started, I just want to quickly say there has been an update to the game that has changed a few things. The main thing that I want to let you guys know about is this. There's no lap key on the brakes anymore for the railcars. That actually kind of annoys me personally, but there we go. And we've got a handbrake on the railcars, and there's a couple of little fixes. Oh, there you go. Oh, I didn't see that. Fixed class 37 weak loco brakes. We said that. We said that last episode about that. So there's a number of cool little features, and we've also got a brand new sort of train editor. Now, I haven't really been able to figure it out, but that means we might have some new train things, but there are often some problems with crashing that I've had. So, but this is about, so we might have some issues if there are. So this is what's missing actually, but we might have some issues with certain problems. But basically, there's a train editor in the game now, and there's a couple of editors. Now, again, this is a beta. The reason I am in a desktop catcher, just want to let you guys know how to switch on to the beta. So you go, I did it too quickly. So right click in your Steam library, click Properties, and then go to Betas, and then click Beta Testing, like that. There's only one beta, however, it's not letting me click it. It's not letting me click it for some reason. There is only one. Oh, it's because the game's started, that's probably why. But you click on this drop-down menu and select Beta Testing. It's the only beta there. It's either no beta or beta, because some games have multiple. But anyway, cross off this. Let's go back onto Diesel Railcar Sim now. And, right, where is it? There we go. And for some reason, there we go. So yeah, as we can see, there is now a train editor. There is also, there was like a physics test thing earlier that I saw. But obviously that's not there. There was an update to this earlier in the day, because there was a weird bug. I'll see if it's still there. We'll go into the train editor, look. Edit anything. Okay, it is all working now then, I think. Yeah, there was a weird glitch earlier where literally everything crashed the game. But anyway, that's why I said I couldn't get my head round it. Obviously, they fixed that issue now. But anyway, maybe we'll try designing a train another time. I'll have to have a look at how complicated it is. I tried designing my own map, and that went pretty wrong as well. So, but anyway, I fancy jumping in today and taking a railcar for a spin to show you guys the brand new braking system that we've got. So it's the same braking system that we had in the 3703, basically. Release brakes and apply brake. There's no lap anymore. That kind of disappoints me, actually. I actually really liked the lap brake feature. You pressed a D, and then it could just lap the brake. It was quite easy to use. I don't know whether it's like that in real life, though, so, however the developer's done it, it's probably how it is in real life, but I preferred the old one, just saying, as a preference. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and do, well, what are we going to do? I hadn't really decided, personally, so I'm thinking, how about we jump on, I don't know, Cumbrian Railways doesn't seem to be a very good map. Let's see what we can do in the Class 112, because we've only ever done, on Frisia Western Lines, really, the Class 37. We've never done anything else. So I'm interested about what else we can do. Anything with a star, maybe? Here you go, Harlingen Harbour to Leeuwarden. We could do this one. However, we have done that route before, haven't we? In a Class 37. I don't really fancy that. How about, you know what? Maybe we could do some more. Nah, I don't know. Actually, I've got a good idea. How about we take part in the busy commuting scenario on the St. Panning's Cross route. This route here. So it's quite a nice little main line, this is, from St. Panning's Cross up to Eastle Harley. I did a route in it a couple of weeks ago. No, last week, and off camera. It's great fun. So maybe I'll do the return of that, actually. We'll do a semi-fast service. It's really fun. So, main fast, I think it'll be. There you go, semi-fast. So we're going to do semi-fast southbound, I think it is. Here you go, Eastle Harley. And they all stop in different places. So the one I did stopped at Bigglesdon and Storrington, I think. So this one, we're going from Eastle Harley down to St Padding's Cross. Journey time of 28 minutes, stopping in Lille and Storrington. So we'll get started. We're in the Class 112, of course, which is a rail car. It'll give us the opportunity to try out the brand new braking system. So we'll go ahead and click drive. I know we're already 5 minutes into the video because I've been chatting. Right, here we are. Okay, we might have a handbrake now. Yep, the handbrake does work now. We didn't have a handbrake before. It's kind of a cool sound. Interesting. Right, release that, and then start both of them and get that into forward. You gotta go outside actually. Quite nice outside. We've got a green signal to go. I can't actually see. We've got no signals. Okay. So into gear number 1, and that means we're ready to go. So of course, this new braking system, I feel like there's some sounds missing. There have been a few bugs in this new beta release. Remember, this is a beta release, I'm telling you. So people who aren't on the beta, you won't have this change in the brakes. You won't have the train editor. I like to run the beta because, well, I like to get all the updates and also show you guys what's coming to the game. Are we going to get dispatched or what? Are we waiting on someone? This can happen where I actually did this journey on the way here. The journey from St Padding's Cross up to Eastle Harley, I actually spawned in 3 minutes late. Because it's a bit of a random thing. You know, some scenarios start late like that. I don't know, it might have been a bug or something. I seriously feel like there's sound missing here. There's no sound on the brakes. We didn't get any whistle either. Well, the train sounds are all there. Oh, it's because the brakes are still in lap. There we go. Is that better now? I'm still getting used to the new brakes, guys. Right, away we go. I think the brakes are still on. No, they're okay. Just took us a bit of time to get off. So we're about almost a minute, actually, late departing from Eastle Harley there. Because of late passengers boarding. So, and then obviously we have the little problem with the brakes. What on earth? What's happening to the engine RPM? Yeah, I think this beta may have a few bugs. What? Like, seriously? Right, brakes, release. All the way, push. Right. Also, I think it is a new thing now that you have to shift all the way down. That's what it is. You need to shift all the way down, I think, to get the gearbox to work. I remember, maybe it was a bug, but I remember last time I always used to be able to... Let's have a look. So, other changes. Let's have a look. Oh, there's nothing here about gearbox changes, but... Maybe. You never know, but maybe we've had some gearbox changes. There's nothing here, but okay. Because it what the? There we go. That's kind of odd. It's because we pressed Shift and Tab, I think. So by the looks of it, you can no longer shift. And while at 100% throttle. I think that may have been a bug before, like as in you shouldn't be able to do that in real life. So I think maybe there have been some physics changes. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that in the changelog. I do remember there was initial update last night. That's what that changelog is from. And then there was also an update like this morning, and there's no changelog for that. So because I think it was a bug fix. But, you know, maybe it included that as well. Right, I don't know, we might be a bit late now because of the faff with accelerating and the faff getting out of the station and the brakes and all. I am getting used to the new things in this game. It has, you know, I mean, we've got the gearbox that's changed clearly. I don't know what's happened to some of the brake sounds. I think they're back anyway. Maybe we just didn't have them at the station. Things like the handbrake. So we have, you know, this game has changed. I like, you know, this game does have a fair amount of updates. It's not too bad, especially when you're on the beta. It's always good to do beta testing for the developer. So, you know, sometimes it is just nice to jump on the beta, you know, get advantage of the new features, test them out. Obviously, it does mean the game can crash. Sometimes it has actually got built-in automatic error reporting now in this version of the beta. That's because of, well, the train editor being weird with the crashing. Obviously, I tested the train editor out this morning, and I did have that issue, but it appears to be fixed now. Right, we're coming up to 60 now. Also, guys, I will tell you, I have actually got Project Cars 2 now, so the Project Cars career mode will come to an end. I've got a new career mode set up if I decide to continue, but I'm not sure if I will continue with the Project Cars career stuff. It wasn't that popular. The Wreckfest stuff has been really popular, so I might just do all of that. Right, we're coming up to 60 mile an hour, which is line speed, because for some reason we're on the slow line. I don't know. Actually, I think I get the lines on this thing messed up a bit. There's two separate lines. It's a little bit confusing because these semi-fast services between St Panning's Cross and East Harley, they have different layouts. So some of them stop more than others. I think the maximum journey time is about 36 minutes, and then this one's the shortest at about 28. It does vary because this is like a busy commuting timetable. So there's a train at least every 10 minutes on this line in each direction, so it is quite busy. You've got various service patterns going on. It's actually a very cool map there. It's a very cool timetable pack, because it's a default map, but obviously a modded timetable pack. So we're coming up to Bigley. I'm meant to be there at 7:26. It is just coming up to 7:26 now, so we're basically on time. So we're just cruising along 60 mile an hour right now, so I'm amazed we're actually on time, despite the fact that we left, obviously, East Harley a little bit late, and the issues we've had with the new gearbox systems and the new brake systems they put in place. Because I think they have made quite a few changes to the physics, possibly. Oh, we've got a class 127 up here. So through Bigley, 30 seconds late, so on time. It'll register as, and we've got a class 127 going the other way as well. So the class 127s do the full-length intercity stuff, while the class 112s do the semi-fast stuff. The class 127s are the ones that have the automatic gearboxes as well. Right, next pass point is Biggleston. I had to stop here last time. I actually got held up for about 4 minutes at Biggleston in the other direction. Honestly, the journey I did going the other way off camera was actually a very interesting one. It's a shame it was off camera, but I had a number of red signals. I was about 6 minutes late by the end of it, and obviously I spawned in late as well, so pretty interesting. This scenario, though, so far has been pretty chilled out. I don't know, are we going to get... No, that looks like a green signal to me. Oh, cool, I love it when this happens. I'm getting this as a thumbnail if we don't get any other one. Oh, this is amazing. Yes, look at us overtaking this train. I love that. I love that you get that in this game. Oh no, we're speeding. There we go. That's the price to pay. And the brakes as well take an age to come on now as well. You need to press them quite a bit. There we go. Because they are like the brakes you have in the class 37. Why are the brakes not doing anything? There we go. I've got myself in this. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Oh no, the class 127's getting away now. Honestly, I shouldn't have come outside. I've messed up. I think the speed limit on that side of the line is higher. I think it's 70. Because on the route up here, I was doing 70. I don't know. Bigley and Biggleston, I wouldn't say are this length apart. I wouldn't say they're 2 minutes apart. They are a little bit further, so we've lost another sort of 10 seconds maybe. We are speeding slightly. I'm going to get quite a few speeding penalties at the end here. Oh, I don't like this new braking system. You have to like press C for ages just to get the brakes to work. There we go. Also, I think it's going downhill this part, possibly. So I'm not a fan of this new braking system, whether it's like it is in the real train or not. That's just my personal opinion. I've never driven a rail car in real life, so I'd never know. If it's like it is in real life, then, you know, who cares if I don't like it? Because obviously realism is everything in a simulator like this, especially where the graphics aren't quite as good. The physics do really matter. I mean, this game does a pretty good job with physics. I'll be interested to try out the brand new loco brake on the Class 37, because I haven't done that yet, but obviously, as we know, the previous loco brake was shocking, and I said, literally in the previous video, there's no way it's like this in real life. Really, like, it must be just dangerous by that point, and obviously, yeah, because they've just fixed it. Yeah, the developer of this game is pretty good, that's one thing I will say. Right, next stop is Lille. We're approaching it in about a minute, so we will have to slow down. Get to use the new braking for the first time. The problem with not being able to lap it anymore, we can't simply just like press C lap, press C lap, press E lap, like to try and get the perfect braking performance. We can't do that. Also, it's like again in like the Class 37, we have to hold it down for quite a while before it even applies. Look, because you can see the lever moving, look, but it's not on until it reaches a certain point. You know, I mean, it is literally, it's exactly like how the Class 37 and 03 already were. But yeah, right, we're approaching Lille now. We have got a green signal, cool, but we are going to have to stop. I don't know whether that intercity train over there will stop. It might not. Obviously, as we can see, it has been quite busy round here. There's another class 127. See, I'm still pressing C. There we go. We finally reached the braking area. What is nice, it's in set increments now. The braking, look, 5%, 5%. Although the brakes don't appear to be very strong. I think it's still using the old target speed somehow. Yeah, I think it's still using the old target speed system, you know. Because I'm going max braking, and I've been going max braking all the way in here, pretty much. And I was trying to follow the target speed, and yeah, it's a disaster. Rip. Yeah, something tells me the target speed is mildly broken right now. What are the problems with this update? There were a few problems listed. Right, luckily that was good enough. Problems. Trains may get routed poorly. That's what I've got. I've got that as a problem, being routed poorly. I think maybe I shouldn't have been on this line, but yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, does it? I think I've definitely had that issue. I don't know, the target speed, you can't trust it. Put it that way. You really can't trust it, unfortunately. I mean, I literally, as you saw, I put on emergency brakes there. What the? Would anyone like to explain that? Okay. Fine. Seriously? Our train was just rolling. But that's the problem with this as well. You can't, like, hold the brakes at a certain thing anymore exactly. It's like, I don't know. I'm probably not doing it properly. I'm not going to get a very good score on this one because I've been speeding, I've been revving the gearbox, and I've been moving while meant to be stopped, which you can get penalised for in this game, to let you know. It's a shame you have to, like, go 0% on the revs. You can see how busy it is, look, but yeah, it's a shame you have to go 0% on the revs now to drift up. That is like in real life. I think it was a bug in the previous version, honestly, because I'm positive it didn't used to be like that. And if you followed the tutorial, and if you looked at AI, they would always shift down before, so it might have been a bug, or maybe like a physics thing that wasn't implemented, and I don't know. But yeah, this beta release has definitely had a lot of physics changes. Particularly, obviously, the brakes in the rail cars, the handbrakes. I don't know, I think there might be a bug with the target speed indicator, because I was coming up to Lille then, you saw me throttle off quite early, because I was expecting to get ready to brake around then. And, yeah. Luckily, I had to stop, like, halfway down the platform, so I was able to extend that a little bit, and I was okay, but if it was a shorter platform, I would have had to back up quite a bit, which obviously isn't very nice. So, I'll have to watch that coming into Storrington in about 4 minutes. Because I don't want to end up like that. I don't know, I mean, the timetable does seem a bit tight on this route, like 28 minutes and 35 going the other way in some cases. I think maybe it's slightly too tight as well, looking at this. I mean, we didn't leave Lille late, so I think we left maybe 30 seconds late, so it does make me wonder a little bit. Again, though, we can't blame the game for that, or the beta release. It's actually a timetable, a mod, this one. Even though the map isn't a mod, the timetable is. Because obviously routes and timetables are separate in this game. You can mod them separately. We're coming up to 60 now, let's back off a little bit. I don't know, obviously I haven't got the gradient indicator on because it was costing me quite a bit of score, and I didn't really take much notice of it anyway, so that's why. Good, green signal through Bollenhurston. I've actually had to just like idle it now. I'm imagining it at 60. That's going to help our energy use at least. Getting us a little bit of score back from what we've already lost. Because I've already lost quite a bit, I think, from my various mishaps. And we are about a minute late. I mean, you don't get penalised for being late in this game. Because of the random system that you have in this game. With randomly getting reds, we might get a red into St. Pagan's Cross, for example. Depends on how busy the traffic is, really. We might have some traffic problems, we might not. Right, next stop, Storrington, in, well, 2 minutes. We're running 1 minute late, though, so more like 3 minutes at the moment. Yeah, right now we're cruising along at, well, almost 60. Oh, I did get a bit of low FPS there. There has been an FPS warning again on this update because of new code that might be added. I'm not sure if that's just for new trains, though. It might just be for the train editor, that warning. I don't know. Although it has dropped to 40 FPS. And I know from doing this route in the other direction that that shouldn't happen. I haven't typically had bad FPS on any map in any place on this game, so I mean it's only 40. 40 is still good, so it's not too much of a problem. It's actually getting back up to 50 now, so something must have triggered poor FPS, and there you go, it's back up to 60, no, 50. It's around the 50 mark now, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to not using the beta. This is obviously the sort of downside of using a beta. Yes, you get the new upgrades, yes, you get to test them. But obviously it does come with sometimes poor performance issues and often little bugs and things. That's why it's beta. But obviously it's nice to help out. That's the thing, that's kind of the idea of doing the beta. The developer can't bug test everything, so get other people to do it, and that's why you have the bug reporting system built in, and you know, it helps make a better game, so I like participating in that sort of thing. You know, I'm all for making this a better game. Right, oh dear. Straight away I'm going emergency brakes, because I don't trust the brakes on this thing. So you can see, look, emergency brakes, I was 2 miles an hour over when I applied the brakes. And you can see, clearly, there are some brake issues going on here. Like, maybe some target speed issues. Maybe there's been some new physics and the target speed hasn't adjusted, but clearly I have not got the braking capacity to keep up with this. Like, what does the game expect? Am I meant to use a loco brake? Have we got one? We haven't got a loco brake. What about if I apply a hand brake? Will that help? But I applied the hand brake, look. Still. Alright, okay, we have had some issues there then. With the brakes. There are clearly some issues with the brakes. So I'm going to have to try and brake before the target speed tells me to. That might be quite challenging. Because obviously the target speed, you know, the reason I use it is because I'm not very good at judging brake distance. So that'll be interesting. We are on time. Just waiting for everyone to board and then we can get out of here. But yeah. As you guys saw, I put on, you know, emergency brakes and handbrake immediately. Well, not on handbrake immediately, and we still... Because you shouldn't use the handbrake to stop. So we have clearly got some issues when it comes to stopping. Alright, wait for the guard buzzers to come through. We can get out of here. Then we arrived on time, so... Seems people are taking a while to board. There we go. Also, this thing seems to be very slow off the line now. Like, before you could use 50% and then dial it up to 100. Right now you have to just dial it straight up to 100, otherwise this thing doesn't move. That's why I had a problem moving off the line out of Eastall Harley. So yeah, hopefully a lot of these bugs do get fixed. I mean, as I said, it's a beta edition, so if you guys don't want these bugs, just don't subscribe to the beta, simple as that. As you can see, we're about 9 minutes away from St. Padding's Cross now. It hasn't been too eventful a journey. For some reason, our HUD thinks there's a red signal up here, despite the fact that, of course, the AWS was green. That's quite odd. I'm not trusting that, though, because generally, if it changes on the HUD, but AWS, you know, still indicates it's green, the AWS is right, because the HUD does have weird bugs like that sometimes. Wait until I'm wrong now and go shooting around a red signal. In fact, look, you can see the target speed is only just coming down now. In my opinion, look at that, 44, and the red signal's there. You can't break 44 in that distance. Okay. I've realised I think there are some serious bugs with the target speed indicator. Please say it's not red. See, it's green. Good. Okay, so that's the problem solved. It's not a brake issue. I think there are some bugs with the target speed, possibly. So we'll just have to watch that. It's probably because of the updated physics. If the physics have updated, because the changelog does say that AI DMUs are having problem with the new brakes. If the AI are having a problem with the new brakes, that generally, because I think the AI follow target speed. You know, the target speed is done by an AI. So you'd expect the same engine that does the target speed would also be the engine that does the AI. So if the target speed's off, that's probably why the AI are off. So maybe there is a bug. Now they've updated the physics, they haven't updated the engine that runs the things that guide you in and out of those physics. That's probably what's happened there. Oh, so silly that. So you can clearly see here, look, we can clearly see it. I wish it wouldn't play the guard buzzer when I do that. AI doesn't handle the new DMU brakes very well. That's probably why. It's because of this target speed bug. Maybe I'll get in contact with the developer. I don't think there's any email or anything, so maybe not. But that's probably the bug. I'll just wait for it to be fixed. Obviously, the bugs with the train editor were fixed after a day, so hopefully it won't be long before the target speed issues are fixed. Oh, there's a set of class 122s there. That's quite unusual. They tend to stick to rural lines. We are on time, just. I'd say we're more like 1 minute late, personally. Passing Abbott's Grove. So next stop is St. Padding's Cross. I can expect possibly some, congestion into St. Padding's Cross with this busy timetable pack we're running. It's quite nice scenery along here. Obviously, this is, the map that's built into the game, so you can kind of expect good scenery. Right, the limit does go down to 40 up here, and I bet the target speed won't be ready for that. Because we are approaching the approach to St. Padding's Cross now. in a bit, so that's probably why the speed limit will start to go down. You know what? So I from experience, I think we should brake about now. Okay, maybe this is a wake-up call. I can just turn off the target speed limiter. However, I don't think that would be overly wise. That wouldn't be very wise. So you can see there, look, we're starting to slow down ahead of when the target speed said I could slow down. And the target speed is catching back up with us quite significantly. Because I learned last time the target speed relied on you being at a braking force of 60%. So that's what shows the issues we've got. So I'm down to 40, look. Pretty much in time. Oh, we've got a class 122. No, class 127 stuck at a signal there. I think that's the one we were racing earlier. Have we got a little bit of a bug there? They might be facing each other, I don't know. There might, obviously, again, if there is a timetable bug, that will be down to the person who made the timetable mod, but yeah. Both of them have got red signals, so there could be a slight bug going on there, who knows. Anyway, I'm not going to interfere with that, so that's unrelated to me, so as long as I'm not fighting with any signalling bugs, it's not really a problem. And actually, no, maybe they're waiting for this train as well. So you can see what I mean by this being the busy, it's called busy commuting, I think it's called. So particularly in the mornings, which is when it is now, it does get very busy on this map, which maybe could explain the lower FPS, obviously. This game might not typically support that, and then coupled with the beta as well. Right, we have actually, I reckon, yeah, you see it's red up here. I mean, it could be one of those ones where it's red until the signaller knows that you've sort of got control of the train. So that'll be red, and then as soon as I get under 25, it'll turn green. Although it might simply be congestion to get into St. Paddington's Cross, because you can see we were running 1 minute late, and right now I'm actually running 3 minutes early. So that probably indicates that there's going to be some congestion. Into St. Paddington's Cross, which it wouldn't surprise me if there was congestion. We've already got, so you can see there's a class 112 parked up at the station, and then you've got a class 127, I think, heading out. Oh dear, I need to get on the brakes here. I think the target speed does actually appear to work fairly well for signals. As you can see there, I'm actually keeping up with it pretty decent, not the greatest. In fact, actually, I am capped. So maybe it's just at stations that it's an issue. And you can see it's gone green now because we've slowed down. So I think maybe it's just a bug with stopping at stations that we're going to look at. Is it just me, or did that class 112 disappear? There was definitely a class 112 there. And that class 127's being allowed in now as well. Yeah, I'm positive that train disappeared. Well, there we go, spooky train. It disappears on you. Right, we're slowing down now to 10. We're actually on time now, which is nice. And we're cruising in at 10 miles an hour. Right next to that class 127 that's also coming in. Or class 126, they look exactly the same, so it could be either. I think it's the class 127 that's used. I love the horn sounds from the outside in this game. Right, we're coming to St. Paddington's Cross. We are actually on time now, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, that is the new beta release of Diesel Railcar Sim. There have been quite a few changes, haven't there? And some of which maybe I'm not a fan of, or are a little bit of a bug, possibly. But never mind. I think I'm going to have to brake a little bit earlier as well. I don't trust it. I really don't. Also, we'll see what they mean by AI DMUs, like AI struggling with the new DMU brakes. If that AI goes ploughing into the oh dear, it is as well, isn't it? That's why it despawns. Yeah, I can see what I mean, because the AI is following the target speed, and it just goes ploughing into the... Okay, well, there we go. There's your proof that it doesn't work. The brand new system for that. Yeah, unsafe driving, moved while at booked stop, max comfortable acceleration, speed limit. Yeah, there was a number of... And energy use was bang on, so we had quite a few penalties there. Yeah, the target speed, as you can see, look, just went straight down, and even at peak braking level, we couldn't catch up to it, so... Sadly, that does appear to be a slight bug. Hopefully, the developer will fix that quite quickly. I'll watch my Steam feed for updates. But anyway, guys, apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next video on breakfast or whatever it is we decide to play. Bye-bye!